Live auction items that sell like hotcakes versus live auction items that flop at your next charity gala. Hi, my name is Erin Kienzle. I am founder of Giving4Good Fundraising Auctions. And guess what? We did 62 galas across the southeastern United States in 2025. We kept track of everything, and I'm going to share some insight with you as to what's working and maybe what you should avoid. Let's go. Okay, here is 2025 by the numbers. Before you glaze over with all this data, I simply want to share these numbers are what was raised live on stage. So we're not talking sponsorship, ticket sales. This is what we as auctioneers did in the room with the live auction and the paddle raise. And we raised over $7 million. 2.4 came from the live auction, 4.7 came from the paddle raise. We were at 62 different fundraisers and we sold more than 400 live items. I think this is interesting. On average, most events had around 6 live auction items. With that said, this remains true year to year. Your biggest moneymaker is right here, the paddle raise. 66% of all funds raised live on stage came from the mission moment, the fund in need, the paddle raise. 34% came from the live auction. Now let's talk about those live auction items, and we sorted things by category. Hottest seller for us, travel packages. We sold $829,000 worth of them. Those are always number one. Travel. Number 2, private dinners, culinary experiences, always super hot. Art and jewelry, we start to get down. Typically, those are a harder sell. Not my favorite things to sell. We'll do it, but usually they don't do as well or don't sell as for the most over retail value. And then mission-focused items, I would like to grow this section. You know, not every event has a mission-focused item. This is a naming opportunity, something that not necessarily has like monetary, physical value, but you're doing something for the mission. So that raised, a decent amount. Think about getting creative with those in your live auction. And then we have a bunch that we had to lump in others just because they were kind of all over the place. But we look at the other category, that was like diverse. So we're talking about physical goods, luxury physical goods, golf carts, whiskey barrels, high impact sports packages. We also had like billboard advertising, a bunch of random stuff. But overall, travel was our number one. Here's what's hot, and this is what's selling above retail. We pulled the numbers. European getaways did very well, 142% over retail value. Wine experiences, I'm lumping in dinners with those. Those did well, 128% on average over retail. Staycations, they were a little down last year, but they recovered. They're not great. Not everyone wants like a staycation in their town, but on average, they sold at 115% over retail. So just something to keep in mind. And finally, I'm going to share a consignment tidbit with you. Ideally, your event does not need consignment items. Ideally, all of your live auction items are donated, but a lot of our partners like to add some in because we can sell multiples. So that's how you make more money, but also maybe they just want to level up and add a great travel experience. We sold a lot of consignment, 255 packages throughout the year. The hottest seller by far, we're talking leaps and bounds, was the low ticket Mexico or Caribbean package. We sold over 100 of those. The World Traveler then also does well because you get to choose one of 5 locations in the world where you want to go, Paris, Greece, etc. Tuscany always does pretty well. And then we didn't sell a ton of them, but there was an entertainment package that some people really liked, tickets to the Sphere, Red Rocks, like you had options with that one, and that did pretty well. Okay, so that's just a quick snippet of our auction data tracker. If you're one of our partners, you get full access to all the details within our Auction Academy. And if you're not a partner, we'd love to help out. If you need an auctioneer for an upcoming event, please schedule a free discovery call. Also, click below and we would love to gift you our free guide to our auctioneer's playbook, insider secrets to raise as much money as possible at your next event.